get creative at the rim. That's pretty impressive for a big guy.
Here's Melton. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And De'Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Mills. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first foul.
You know, Patty Mills is one of a long line of outstanding Australian players who played their college ball in Northern California at St. Mary's College.
And both free throws good for Mills.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Anderson outside. Out to the wing. Conchar can't get it to go. It's Brown with the drive. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Nets lead by... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them. Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Melton. And that's going to be 2 minutes steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Basketball. Checking in for the Grizzlies, Zaire Williams.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And there were a few teams that gave them trouble last year, but this team was one that you wouldn't have expected.
Well, what you will expect is that they will have added motivation for this game. They want to prove that they should be the favorite to win against any team they face.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Here's Conchar. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Rebounded by the Nets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Curry with it. And now by Anderson. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. 6 to shoot. Here's Brown. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Now Morant. 8 points for him. Adams trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
The contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And more than one observer, Greg, has called Irving the most entertaining player in the game. What do you think?
A lot of competition for that distinction. But Irving does some things that no one else can, at least at his level. And then you never know when he's going to give us a juicy soundbite.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
So both teams making some changes here. 1:31 left here in the second. Pass to Durant. Aldridge trying to break free. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Durant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets. Here's Melton. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Here's Irving. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 11.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Brooks.
Dylan Brooks.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow. Dylan Brooks off the bounce. Teammates are loving that.
To the inside. Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Nets lead by 11.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
3 seconds.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Cloak loose. Pass to Anderson. Jacks up a 3. And again, Memphis no good. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Outside Irving. Outside for Simmons. He gets it up. And he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Oh, Griffin in position. Doesn't go that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Morant with it. Guarded now by Durant. Back to Morant. Shoots the 3. Pass to Williams. Out to Morant. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
To the paint. Griffin. Good D by Anderson.
And for a player with Blake Griffin's physical makeup, it was a big adjustment when he had to deal with injury issues. He's really had to reshape his body and his game.
And again, Memphis no good.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Griffin. And there it is for him. Griffin's got his second basket.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Substitution.
And the Nets making a change here.
Andre Drummond.
Pass to Morant.
Mills.
Fires the 3. That shot no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And one thing about Griffin and the injuries, Greg, that he went through, he did everything he could to get his body back to where it needed to be.
And he didn't care what it was, yoga, weights, conditioning, you name it, because he knows how important it is to be able to elevate. And Griffin needs to be explosive, and he'll work 24/7 to make sure he is.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. The quick look, no good that time.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
A nice shot by Katie.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some...
Oh, the power on that threw down.
Hard trying to contain Morant. When he makes up his mind he's going to score, he goes full force.
Pass to Harris. And the Nets, another three.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
To the middle. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Conchar.
John Conchar.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Kyle Anderson.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Morant with it. Picked up by Harris. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
Timeout.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And the Nets decide to take their first timeout here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
There's 1:26 left in the third. Drives to the hoop. Mills.
D'Anthony Melton.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Patrick Mills. And out the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Here's Melton. And he converts the layup.
Anthony Melton.
Melton's got 6.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Here's Brown. Pass to Mills. Inside. And finished off by Katie.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Timeout called. Grizzlies We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Man, he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
.54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Fades back. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Milton with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's the lob to Adams. Mills with the steal. Shot's good by Durant. And that's 21 points for Kevin Durant.
Mills plays with such great energy, and his activity on the defensive end allows him to muck things up, and he can take that ball away if you're not careful.
Pass to KD. He takes it in. And then Durant with the jam.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Pass to Adams. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Griffin down low to the inside. They swipe it. Melton with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. They get it again. Clark outside. From deep. Offensive rebound. Adams. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Outside for Thomas. There's the triple. And they get it back. From deep three-point range, Grizzlies with the rebound. Nobody near Williams. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Bounce pass, Dragic. Lets it go with the 3. No good. Shot missing. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. It's Jones on the wing. Pass to Williams. Here's Clark. Back to Jones. It's hauled in by Thomas. Brooklyn leading by 22. Dragic looking for an opening.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Shoots from the right block. Here's Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Adams to stop the drought. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Checking in for the Grizzlies.
Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
for KD.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Payne for 3. Memphis the rebound. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Irving with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. KD's shot is good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Here's Morant. Nice D from Durant. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
My door gonna rise, and my soul on the side. Don't go chasing dollars. Let the money chase you instead. Patience how you bake the bread.
They're here.
Don't go chasing dollars. Don't go chasing dollars. Don't go chasing dollars. Don't go chasing dollars.
Jody on the run.
They're here.
Rook on the.
Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Pull up with Ez in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got a beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. What the they started? This ain't your average artist. Yeah, I grew up on Heartless, but I never been half-hearted. It don't depend who's asking, suck what, it couldn't be me you're speaking to. These man didn't believe in you, now they wanna chill with you. This comes to me naturally. This ain't no gimmick or acting. Me, that's like then walk off casually. Try and know that I'm active. Try me cause I'm match fit. TB still gang haters see me and get some fanny. The fact is, I've never fallen off. I paid the cost to be the boss. I took the loss, I made it back. Now I just and make it stack. It is what it is. Now you can't play with the facts. I know what it is now. I can't forget what it is. I was one of those kids in the flats. It's just the life that we live. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Pull up with Ez in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got the beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got the beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Round there gets, down there gets. It's kinda mad when your brethren falls in love with a. Still rough, rugged and ready. If they're coming, I'm ready. I've done it already. I ain't running, I'm running it red. See, these men are just desperate. Do anything for the best look. Can't hear when they're speaking backwards. Forwards where I put my best foot. Diamond a shine and a glisten. Jump in the Benz, time for the mission. I'll put my gold Jew face on. A real boss don't need permission. And the fact is, I've never fallen off. I paid the cost to be the boss. I paid it back. Now I just and make it stack. It is what it is. Now you can't play with the facts. I know what it is now. I can't forget what it is. I was one of those kids in the flats. It's just the life that we live. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Pull up with love, no envy. Pull up with Ez in a Bentley. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got the beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Half full or half empty. Heart's full, it ain't empty. Full up with love, no envy. Kenzo, Fendi, no Mackenzie. Don't need them to accept me, but you are gonna respect me. I got the beast in my belly, don't tempt me. We're in the belly of the beast, it's deadly. Hey, over Canadian, we make this.
Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well.
It seems like the longer this streak goes, the tougher they are to beat. They are playing some. Inspired basketball lately.
There are a lot of things going on besides their execution as this group seems to be coming together.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Curry. And here's Poole. The three. Here's Green. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. On the wing, Curry. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, B.A. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
And he makes it on the layup.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Maxey, that's good.
The focus of the defense. I mean, James Harden was able to use that attention and turn it into a hoop for someone else.
Now here's Curry. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Poole outside. Here's the three. He can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
Categorically, you look at that box score from that last game, and they outplayed their opponent in so many areas. I thought it was going to at least come down to a buzzer beater, but it did not.
Outside for Harden. From outside the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
is so effective and efficient on the offensive end. I mean, when Harden is not setting up the play, he's finishing.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
From the arc. Pass to Maxey. Back to Thibault. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
It's all about getting ideal positioning. Once Embiid gets it, the D is toast.
Wiggins. And again, another missed shot.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And Harris throws it down.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over. And guys, this is... the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. They're going to turn. Turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Right side Harden. This one for three. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
An outstanding first quarter from the field. And you look at Harden's endurance, able to give 100% night in and night out. And he plays as many minutes as you need.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Philadelphia has possession. Pass to Curry. And there's a defensive 3-second call. You know, Grant, watching Harden, he always seems to be in attack mode.
And he's consistent about it too, B.A. A lot of guys are aggressive in spurts. Harden is looking to make a play every moment he's on the floor.
And the technical free throw is good.
Now, just a big defensive mistake there. I mean, it's like free points. You want to harass Steph, but when he goes to the free throw line, we know it's pretty much automatic. Always one of the league's best free throw shooters.
Pass to Kuminga. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Green. Down low. Out to Millsap. .107 left in the first quarter.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high.
Let's go crazy.
This that church is on the move. Doors click, small room full of could become a tomb or a nuisance. Share my dogs come with